In northern Mozambique, a grave humanitarian crisis is unfolding, largely out of the global spotlight. Human Rights Watch recently reported a disturbing surge in child abductions. At least 120 children have been kidnapped by jihadist insurgents in the troubled Cabo Delgado province. This alarming development signals a deepening crisis in a region already ravaged by conflict. The abductions are not isolated incidents but part of a systematic pattern. These children are being exploited in horrific ways by the insurgent groups. The perpetrators are an Islamic State-linked group, known locally as Al-Shabaab. They are reportedly using the abducted children for various nefarious purposes. This includes forcing them to transport looted goods across the conflict zone. Children are also subjected to forced labor, performing arduous tasks under duress. In some of the most harrowing cases, they are coerced into becoming child soldiers. Young boys are forced to fight, while girls are tragically compelled into marriage. Mozambique has been grappling with this Islamist insurgency in Cabo Delgado since 2017. The conflict has steadily escalated, bringing immense suffering to the local population. Government forces have struggled to contain the violence. They have increasingly relied on external assistance to combat the insurgents. Support has come from troops sent by Rwanda, South Africa, and other regional partners. Despite these efforts, the insurgency persists and adapts its brutal tactics. The year 2020 marked a particularly dark period in the conflict. Insurgents carried out a wave of horrific attacks, including mass beheadings. Dozens of people, including children, were among the victims of these atrocities. Eyewitness accounts from the region paint a grim picture. They confirm that children abducted from towns and villages have subsequently been used as fighters in later attacks. This cycle of violence and exploitation traps the youngest and most vulnerable. The conflict has triggered a massive displacement crisis. According to the United Nations, more than 600,000 people have been forced to flee their homes. This internal displacement has placed immense strain on humanitarian resources. The violence has not remained confined to Cabo Delgado. It has spilled over into neighboring provinces, further destabilizing the region. This expansion of the conflict exacerbates an already dire humanitarian situation. Human Rights Watch has noted a significant resurgence of attacks and child kidnappings in the last 2 months. This renewed intensity underscores the urgent need for action. HRW has called on Mozambique's government to intensify efforts to locate the abducted children. They also urged the government to implement more robust measures to prevent further abductions. The protection of children must be a paramount concern in the ongoing conflict response. The international community's attention is crucial. The crisis in Cabo Delgado has unfortunately been overshadowed by other pressing issues. Last year, Mozambique experienced deadly and long-running post-election protests. These events diverted national and international focus away from the northern conflict. Cabo Delgado has also been battered by severe environmental disasters. Several recent cyclones have devastated the region, compounding the humanitarian challenges. These natural calamities further weaken an already vulnerable population. Adding to the region's woes, US President Donald Trump's administration implemented cuts to foreign aid. This reduction in vital assistance further hampered efforts to address the multifaceted crisis. The cumulative impact has been devastating. Jan Egeland, the Secretary General of the Norwegian Refugee Council, recently visited Cabo Delgado. He described the situation in northern Mozambique as a neglected crisis. His assessment highlights the lack of adequate global attention and support. Egeland emphasized the compounding factors driving the suffering. He stated that climate shocks, increasing violence, and spiraling hunger are having a terrible impact on the population. This confluence of crises creates a catastrophic environment. The Norwegian Refugee Council has also provided alarming statistics on food insecurity. More than 5 million people in the region are facing critical levels of hunger. This represents a widespread and severe food crisis. Furthermore, over 900,000 people are experiencing emergency hunger conditions. This level of food insecurity indicates a dire need for immediate and substantial humanitarian aid. The lives of millions hang in the balance. The plight of the abducted children in Cabo Delgado demands immediate and sustained attention. Their forced recruitment and exploitation are grave violations of human rights. The international community must act decisively. Support for humanitarian efforts and pressure on all parties to protect civilians are essential. The children of Mozambique deserve to live free from fear, violence, and exploitation. Their future depends on a concerted global response. Like and share this video to bring awareness on the continued situation in Mozambique. Subscribe to the channel for more updates.